name is Stephan Billinger. Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm from the Department of Business and Management, and what I do in my research is slightly different to what many people here are doing. I'm more interested in the organization and the structure with which work is conducted. So the traditional organization with the boss and then the underlings, or structures where we have flat hierarchies where people operate jointly without an obvious authority relationship. And particularly, I'm interested in how to design those structures. How do people in a situation like this, whether it's a business, a firm, but also non-profit organizations, how they make decisions, how they solve problems, how they engage with situations where they're confronted with uncertainty and where it's not clear what the outcome is, and where it's also unclear what the optimum is. Here, I'm particularly interested in delegation. How do people split responsibilities? How do they hand down responsibilities to lower levels? How to motivate people with incentives or other means, and how to set goals. Goals not only necessarily the performance goal that is broken down and disaggregated, but also situations where we have multiple goals, possibly also competing goals that are then jointly by the different individuals in the organization are pursued. So in my research, I've used different types of experiments in the lab, online. We've engaged a lot in software development, standard games, but also eye tracking experiments and some other more advanced methodologies. I've done also quite a number of different case studies on decision-making in organization, being embedded in the organization. And I'm also relying on agent-based simulation modeling with colleagues to understand how processes unfold and also develop some prescriptive understanding of what would be good in a particular situation. My focus area and my knowledge is around strategy and organization in the traditional company, for-profit organization. And I have knowledge concerning micro-design of those organizational structures in terms of the forms we see, traditional forms, but also more contemporary forms, flat structures, the notion of hierarchy, how it is implemented in the organization, and processes, responsibility, how they're shared, and more generally, how human behavior unfolds in a situation like that. So in that sense, I would say I'm different to what most people here are doing, but I would also think there are some complementarities. I would think that in quite a lot of your projects, you will be facing the questions that you normally address also in an organizational context. And here I would be interested in contributing with the knowledge I have. Thank you.